you are forgotten that there is one special person you are supposed to love. Because even the Bible says it, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Okay? And if you cannot love yourself, I don't know how you want to love your neighbor. So this is what this video is about. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, or you're a new viewer, welcome to this channel. This is Dunia Duni, and on this channel we talk about everything personal development, faith and lifestyle. So if you need any of these three or one of these three, this is the channel for you. So it's the month of February and everyone knows it's love. So in this video we are really going to be talking about self-love. And most of the things I'm going to be saying by the grace of God will be said from here. Permit me, if there are going to be some breaks in between this video, I mean maybe me thinking, or by the grace of God I'll make sure I don't use too much filler words, in order not to distract you. But yeah, so let's just start. Okay, everyone knows self-love is act of loving oneself, showing kindness to yourself, loving yourself, treating yourself right, believing in your own values, your own attributes. At the same time, self-love is not about being a narcissist or being overconfident or any of that stuff. It's just you realizing that, oh, I love myself and I need to treat myself like I love myself, or as I should, because I love myself. Okay, so there are a lot of people who don't love themselves. That's well known. I mean, layman term, that's well known. But here I'm going to be talking about how to love yourself in order for you to love other people. Do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on post notification to this channel so you get more content like this from Dunia herself. So I'm the kind of person that at the end of my day, I do like a form of self-reflection. Like, I play all the events that happened to me in that day, just like Queen's Gambit, the way Beth always like replays the old chess games of that day in her head at night and think of better ways to improve or to win. Okay, so I always play like the old day scenario in my head just before I sleep. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Even if or when I'm feeling sleepy, I might sleep awful. But there is no how. I always wake up in the middle of the night to like self-reflect, pray, and tell God to help me do better the next day. Okay, so from like those points of like self-reflecting and using my own core values to see how I can let's say reshaping or make things better, to see how I can make things better. So I self-reflect. And in the process of doing that, I realized there are three major attributes that serve as pointers to self-love. Okay, the first one, I'll start with self-awareness. By the grace of God, I am, to the best of human ability, I am really self-aware. So I am intentional about the things I do. If I offend you, I know that I've offended you. If I make you happy, I know I've made you happy. And best believe I did it intentionally. So there is nothing that crosses my path that I don't know, why this thing is happening or how. And that also comes from the sense or from the space that I see things. Okay, so like Jeremiah 33:3, call unto me and I will show you things that you do not know, things that have been hidden from the foundations of the earth. I'm going to show you marvelous and wonderful things that you do not know, that you can never even think about. So I dwell on that verse a lot, and since then I've started saying things. So I see things, in dreams, in visions, like in Job, I think 33 verse 14, either Job 33:14 downwards or Job 35:14, where God reveals himself or reveals things to us in visions, in dreams, but some people do not listen. But it's about faith too, but yeah, that's just that. So like I'm really self-aware, knowing that this is what is happening, this is what I'm doing. Am I doing the right thing? So I think before I do things. I really think before I do things. Okay, so I offend or accept. Okay, so now there are exceptions to this. Like I don't know that this thing is wrong, and I do it. Yes, it happens. It happens to the best of us. I'm an adult. There's some things I do and I don't know that it's actually wrong. Like, okay, maybe in a way I talk to somebody. It's not rude, okay? It's not rude. See, and it's part of self-reflection. That's a self-awareness. Okay. The second point is self-reflection. I already jabber. But okay, to the second point, self-reflection. Like I do at the end of each day, by the grace of God, I replay the videos that have happened during the day in my head at night and see ways to be better, see the people I've offended, see how I can make it up to them, see how I can make people's lives around me better. Because I think, I don't know, I'm just so drawn to making people around me so comfortable and better. Am I the only one? Like, I just like anywhere I am, anywhere I find myself, I just want people to be happy. I want people to be really comfortable. I want to help them. I don't know, there's just this feeling of help inside of me, like I want to help this person, I want to help this person, I want to help that person. Do you get it? But I don't know why that happens, but I guess it's a good thing. I guess it's a good thing, even if some people do not well, I say they do not acknowledge, or they do not see the importance, or they don't see how valuable it is, you know. But I don't know, a prophet is not honored in his home. So yeah, so self-awareness, self-reflection, and self-discovery. These three things are going to help you to self-love, and they are going to guide you to self-love. So you knowing who you are, like in the beginning, like I defined self-love as you acting kind, behaving kind, loving yourself, and seeing that you are valuable and you are really important. So self-discovery, you already know these things. Okay, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, and I love myself regardless. I am working on myself regardless. That is self-love. Now relating it to romantic relationships, because we're in the month of February, knowing yourself, being self-aware, having self-reflection, having self-discovery, and then trying to get a partner like me, single pringle. You are not an half waiting or looking for another half. You are a complete person looking for a complete person. God did not say half plus half will make one. God did not say 1/8 and 1/4 will make one. He said 1 plus 1 will give 1. I know mathematically speaking it doesn't make sense, but nothing about God makes sense in human form. Okay, so you know that if you're still healing, if you're still reeling from something, you cannot enter another thing, because you're going to destroy it, no matter how good that person is going to be, no matter how calm, patient your partner is going to be. If you've not healed from previous hurts, previous relationships, previous things that have held you back for a while, you are definitely not going to enjoy that relationship. I'm just going to bring in some extra things that can help indicate self-love, encourage self-love, and will I say boost self-love. Me now, I already know the kind of person I am. I know my flaws, I know my strengths. So some people see my strengths as flaws, but do I care? Not really. So some people see my strengths as flaws, and I know they are my strengths. Sometimes I just need to tune them down a notch, and just to make myself comfortable around people. But at the same time, another set of people will say, you don't water yourself down for you to. And then I'm like, where is the balance? Do you understand? So I just basically just do me. I feel I'm myself. I am my own person. To the best of my knowledge, I am taking, or I can take responsibility for all of my actions. If I offend you, I apologize if need be. There are sometimes I don't even care about apologizing, because good riddance to bad rubbish. Seriously. If I do good, I know. So like I am conscious, I'm self-aware. So I know when I do things and when I do not. I know how to strike a balance, finding a balance. So people see my strengths, and I'm like, well, for example, I'm a very confident person. So just of recent, a friend of my dad's was telling me like, I can see that courage in you. You know, I've always mentioned it on this channel. Like, I took my courage, confidence, boldness, bravery from my dad. And I don't know, maybe it's just seeing it, but obviously, and it's like, I see that courage in you. I see that courage in you. And I'm like, oh, it's that obvious. Okay. And then some people see it as I do too much. Some people see it as my own is too much. I am too forward. Then do I care? No. Because when it actually comes down to it, I mean, as people, I believe people need people like me to be able to lead them. I'll give you an example. So during the week, I went to fill my gas cylinder. I got there, there was like a long queue, like six people in front of me. While I was still there, about three people came after me. People were just coming in, and it was a long queue. And then the person next to me was like, um, Auntie, I don't think they're accepting transfer. Maybe we should use card. Everybody's using card. And I'm like, first things first, what's my business if you use card or if you use transfer? Why are you telling me maybe we should use card? What? Are we together? No. I didn't say anything. I said I don't know. So those in front of me were still trying to use card, use this, use that. And I'm like, and I had my mom waiting for me inside the car. And I'm like, all this thing is taking time. My impatient side was already starting to drop, like, oh, increase. When I say increase, like, it was already getting too much. So I was already feeling agitated, like, why are things slow? Why are these things happening? What is happening? And then I was just picking, because my ears, you see this, my two ears that God has given me. When they say satellite, those are these ears. So as people were conversing from different angles, I was just picking and picking everything that they were saying. And I added 2 plus 2 together. I saw the price of what I want to pay for. I saw the bank details to transfer to. From what I've heard, I just picked up my phone, clicked my bank like this. The thing opened. I was like, thank God, this bank did not disappoint me today. Clicked it, entered the amount, did everything, made the transfer. Immediately, the cashier person was like, who is so and so? And I'm like, it's me. So immediately they've seen the transfer. Oh yeah, now just from there, you see, confidence, knowing what to do, self-awareness. Those 3 things helped me in this situation. And my satellite ears, they helped me in this situation. And from there, I was like 6th or 7th in line. I moved to 1st in line, waiting for my receipt. He handed me my receipt. Immediately, I went to fill my gas and I was off. It was from there other people started following suit. I don't know why. The obvious is there. The obvious is seen, like it is actually seen there. But people are not willing to step into it until they see other people move there. Then they follow. Why do you always want to follow? Try to lead. Take the initiative to lead. Okay, so like things like that, that's just an example of seeing my strength, loving my strength, regardless of what other people say. I really do not give a rat's ass if you say I'm too confident for you. Then move to where there are less confident people and don't just hang around me. I don't know. Well, another one is what I say, knowing your weakness. Okay, so I know that one of my very strong weaknesses and flaws is impatience. And with that, that automatically means that I am not diplomatic. I am not tactful. I do not have tact. I do not, know how to navigate. I will slam it to you as it, like the way it is, bam. I'll drop it to you like that. I don't have to start using style. I watch your emotions with my business. I'm gonna drop like, and I've seen that sometimes these things is not good because it hurts other people. You may not mean it, you might mean it, but it's hurting your partner. And that is not what you're trying to achieve. Even in the act of criticism and like correcting someone, you're not trying to hurt them, but you're trying to love them into correction. Okay. So I noticed these things and I'm like, okay, I started working on like my impatient part of me. At the same time, I started loving it because I've seen that it brings me out of some circumstances. At the same time, it puts me in some situations that I'm like, whoa, I've entered it this time. So I began loving myself, loving my impatience. So in the act of me loving it, I have to see that, okay, though I love you, you have to go. Though I cherish you, you have to go. You are a flaw, you are a weakness. If I do not control you, in conjunction with my strength of confidence, it is a very bad combo. So I always look at it like you have to go. So sometimes it will creep in, sometimes I will bring it down like you are not going to control me. I control you, you don't control me. I think I've dropped enough nuggets for this video. And if I remember some along the line, I'll make it into shorts. I mean, YouTube now has started giving us creatives or creators 3 minutes for shorts. I am so happy, So if in case I remember any other thing, I'm going to drop it here. Yeah, I just remember another thing. Beware of people calling you what you are not. Jokingly, directly, indirectly. It's an act of self-love. I'm going to explain why. Okay, so like I wanted to state before that, okay, people say, oh, I'm not patient. I know that one for a fact. And they used to say, if two, three, four, or more people are saying one particular thing about you, it means it's true. Well, yes. Now, when they're saying two, three, four people, definitely those people are not staying together. They are not talking about you. They are entirely like different people. Like, okay, my auntie is saying this, a friend of mine from this is saying this. Like different people. I'm not saying people that are together now, but like entirely different people are saying the same exact things about you. Then I think you should beware, love yourself, and start taking actions on either improving those things or reducing or totally eliminating those things, because it's not only good things, but it's only bad things, and it's not only bad things that people can say about you, different people can say about you that you need to work on. Okay, because in this our climb, it's always bad things. If they say bad things, if they say negative things about you, if they say you're rude, if they say you're impatient, if they say you're tactless, if they say you're this, if they say you're that, and from like different people, that's what you should listen to. But what if they say you're a lovable person? What if they say you're a kind person? What if they say you're a generous person? What if they say you're a loyal person? You just trash that one. But no, you're not to trash that, because it's a very great attribute of yours that's going to help you in the long run in your relation to people. Because if it's not going to help you, why were they able to realize it? Why were they able to see that about you? You may have seen it yourself. So they saying it, well, good for myself, I've seen that. And they saying it, oh, I didn't know about this before, I should pay attention to it. So they're like different forms and acts of self-love. Some people do, let's go to the physical now. Some people do skincare. Do I do skincare? I don't think so. No. My body cream is my face cream. I don't know, but yeah. I've not really gotten into that space where I buy 30k worth of skincare. I cannot afford 30k worth of skincare. Not that I do not have money, but if I cannot buy something 3 times, I'd rather not. That's just like my rule. So that's why I say I cannot afford 30k worth of skincare. If I cannot buy 90k worth, like the same thing 3 times, sorry, I'm not getting that thing, like definitely, except it's like a very urgent need. And I'm not doing skincare, and to the best of my ability, my skin is skinning. This is no effect. This is just light, like my chandelier light. This is just light, and I'm shining like this. So some people self-love, physical skincare. Some people do therapy. Yeah, it's a form of self-love. If you need to heal, see me, I don't see therapy is not bad. It's not something to be ashamed of, and it's not something to castigate. I really want to like go into therapy. I want to have a therapist, because as a firstborn girl, daughter of the family, as I'm feminine. You see me feminine, but sometimes it's never sometimes I exhibit masculine traits and characteristics. I need to deal with that in combination with being the firstborn girl, daughter, surviving in Nigeria, trying to build a career for myself, build my name, build myself, build my niche, then my relationship, like it's just a lot of things. So obviously I really need a therapist. I want a therapist. It's something I'm working on, and I'll let you guys know when I've got one. I'm working on getting one from, I think the name of the app is Me or something. I think Me, or yeah, I've forgotten the name. So I'm working on getting a therapist from there. And once I do, I'll put the link in the description. Okay. So people go into eating. Well, I'm not going to advise that, because you can eat yourself into nonsense. You eat yourself into rubbish. So I'm not going to go into that. Some people go into retail shopping. That's basically shopping. If you have a lot of money, well, you can go into retail shopping as a form of self-love. So that's that. So the spiritual, a form of self-love, obviously, having straight and direct connection to God. That's a very strong way of self-love in the spiritual aspect. I'll say Bible reading, I'll say fellowshipping with the brethren, praying, having personal prayer time. You can stay with me 24/7 and you can say I've not prayed. Not that I've not prayed. Your definition of praying is different from my own definition of praying, but there is a way teaching us how to pray in form of emotional. Yeah, I'll say some physical things, or will I say all self? Some physical things and the spiritual things obviously play a part in emotional self-love. You're doing therapy from physical, you're doing therapy plays a really big role on self-love emotionally. It helps you rediscover yourself. Emotionally, I'll say meditating, like I do at the end of my day, we play the events of my day, highlights of my day, seeing ways that Duni, you really did this and kudos to you, just a way to celebrate myself and improve on doing that better, maybe on a large scale, towards my friend, my family, romantically or relationship wise. Self-love, first of all, like I said, is from loving yourself before you can now transfer that love to everyone around you, be it your friends or your partner. Choose a good partner for yourself. Choose the right person. Okay, we're going to discuss this one in the next video, and that's for next week. Choose the right person. How to choose the person stems from how you see yourself, what you can accept, your boundaries, your values, your behavior, what you want for yourself. And that is why I'm addressing self-love first. So when you know what you want, you love yourself, you know that okay, you have to love your partner more, and you love your partner even with their flaws and their strengths. So yeah, let me just stop there. And like I said, if I come up with any other ideas or any other inputs, they're going to come out as shorts across the week, or they're going to be on my YouTube, on my Instagram and TikTok pages. Okay, at Donia Duni. Yes, those are my handles. So yeah, that's that for this video. We've come to the end of this video. Catch you next week for a more interesting one. And I don't know what to title this series, but the previous one I did in my podcast, I titled it singleton and doubleton. So like for the single people. But this one, I think I'm going to just like generalize it, because this one now works for both singletons and doubletons. So you're in the singlehood, you're in the partnershiphood. This video works for both. So yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to title it yet, but if you guys have ideas, please drop it in the section what to title this series for the month of February, because it's the month of love. I just love love. But then I'm still single. We move again next year, Sha. Next year we move, honestly. I can't promise, but we move next year. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope you enjoyed the content of this video and you love to share more from me. Then if you're going to have to do that, then you have to subscribe and turn on post notifications and share to your friends and family so they know when I go live or when I premiere. So yeah, enough of me talking, chitty chatter. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys on the next video. Love you guys. Bye.